elevation here is 710 meters. Is it okay? Or yeah, okay. 710 meter, and the house is up there, 1834 meter. The road, 6.5 kilometers long, 5 tunnels on the way up, and after the first long tunnel, you get out on the south side with a beautiful view to Lake Königssee and all the mountains in the south. Then the second tunnel, after the second tunnel, this 180-degree turn, and then another 3 tunnels, and you end up here on this parking space. And after tunnel number 5, when the road comes back to the north side, just about 700 meters away from here, the plan was to make another 180-degree turn and lead the road up all the way to where the house is, yeah? Behind this mountain here, above the other road. But the Mount Kehlstein is a very narrow mountain. It's only connected towards to the east side with the next mountain, and on the 3 other sides it's going straight down. So the it's about 30 meters wide. This is all. So they found out quickly there's no way to have this up there. The size here is original, and this is why they finished here on 710 meters with the road and built this 124 meter long tunnel into the mountain, and in there is a big waiting hall, and from there another 124 meter with an elevator all the way up to the house. If you just look quickly in this direction, above the departure building, you see a handrail up there. Can you see that? Yeah. So this is the footpath from the house to here. The only connection in case of the elevator is broken. Yeah. Well, it's not working today, so we have to walk.
Seriously?
No. No, it is working. Yeah. And next to this red car over there, there's a big cavern in the mountain, and in there is since 1940 8-cylinder submarine diesel, which was delivered from Bremerhaven, and it was in charge for emergency in case of electric power fault. Yeah? The main electricity always came from the Obersalzberg. Yeah? If you turn around, please, and look in this direction. Thank you. Down at the Obersalzberg, I don't know, did you notice this big hotel? Interconti Hotel. It's sitting up on this hill. This behind this hotel was the house from Hermann Göring. And not far away, maybe only 80 meters, was the house from Martin Bormann. About 50 meters down the road, the connection to the main road from Berchtesgaden was Hotel zum Türken. This was between 1938 and 45 the headquarters from the Gestapo, from the SS. And right next to that was Haus Wachenfeld. Hitler was living in this house already since 1928. He was paying rent. 1933 he was buying it. In 1936 Martin Bormann exchanged it to the legendary Berghof with the big panorama window. So if you see something on television, which is coming quite often, most of the time it's down at the Obersalzberg at the Berghof. Not very often up here at the Eagle's Nest. All these houses had a bunker system which was connected underneath, and about 150 meters lower at the Gutshof, which was a farm at that time, there was the little tea house, and Hitler liked this very much, so he was visiting this little tea house every day when he was at the Obersalzberg, and from there he had a beautiful view to Salzburg, to the castle. It's in this direction. It was north. You can't see it today, it's a bit hazy, and this was push for Martin Bormann to build something similar up here at the Mount Kehlstein. Anyway, it got a bit bigger than the little one down there. The project Kehlstein or Eagle's Nest, there was 3,800 people working, and they worked in 3 shifts even through the night. And 1937 and to 1938, even once through the winter. Yeah. Up here we have about 3 meter 50 snow in the winter, so you can imagine how difficult this was. This was Italian workers, Austrians and Germans, and they worked 7.5 million. They spent 7.5 million working hours, and they completed the whole thing in 13 months' time. So along here on the west side, about 80 meters down, there was a camp for 800 workers. They was in charge for the tunnel and the shaft and the house. And on the other side, where the 180-degree turn is, about 500 meters lower down, was another one for 3,000 workers. The whole thing was given to Adolf Hitler to his 50th birthday as a present from the party, and according to the books, he was only 14 times up here. So anyway, the costs for the whole thing in euro, 150 million. So he was only 14 times up here. In 1940, he was afraid that the Americans could attack this from the air, and it's sitting so open up there, so he didn't feel very safe. So whenever it was possible, he preferred to stay down at the Obersalzberg. Yeah. Right here on the back side, there's a little road coming up. On the very beginning, it was just a small path, and it got bigger and bigger, and this is how it ended in 1938. There's not much change, so the Tour and everything is still from 1938. And once they were thinking to use this, then later when it's finished, as the main road to the Eagle's Nest. But this is on the north side. The snow is there about 8 weeks longer, and this was the reason why I decided to build everything on the south side, even it was a lot more difficult and a lot more expensive. We just step a little bit to the